stone circles were raised, before the holy thorn was planted. But, Uncle Chrétien, Bridget started to say, and cast an involuntary glance over her shoulder towards the dark cave mouth. Your uncle will not stand in your way. He is a Cathar, and for him it is necessary to be celibate. But he knows it will not be that way for you. Bridget listened for the sound of footsteps outside, but heard only the wind hissing through the stunted trees on the mountainside and the lash of the rain. Her Uncle Chrétien and his companion Matthias had gone to find a shelter for the horses. There was no room in the cave, but Matthias had noticed a derelict goat shed lower down the slope. Although it was closer to the village, no one was likely to be abroad to see them in this weather. The fire she had kindled earlier was dying, and her mother's hand resting in hers was icy. Bridget set more firewood on the embers. Closing her eyes, she reached down inside herself and drew forth her life energy in a lightning bright thread. Flames surged beneath the outspread hand she passed over the fire, leaping as if on strings to her command. The strange animal paintings on the cave walls rippled with an illusion of life in the clambering flare of light and contrast of shadow. Bridget knew if she sank deeper into her trance, she would see small, olive-skinned men marking the walls with fire-blackened sticks, painting pictures of their prey to invoke success in the hunt. She would hear their sacred chant and taste the smoke of their fire, burning where hers now burned. Flame to flame, she felt the connection before she withdrew her hand and turned once more to her mother. It is so difficult to bear, she said softly, and heard her own voice echo off the walls with the forlorn note of a lost child. Magda lay more motionless than the paintings. Although her mother's lips did not move, words entered Bridget's mind with precise clarity. The path of our bloodline has never been otherwise. Always you will find stones cast in your path, but if you turn them over, you will find the love and courage to endure. A tremendous flash of lightning sundered the night, shaking stones loose and rattling them down the mountainside. Thunder crashed overhead, and, as the echoes surged around the cave, Bridget felt the warmth of a kiss upon her cheek, and then on her brow in tender blessing. "Mother!" Bridget's anguished cry mingled with the tail of the thunder and outlasted it. But Magda did not respond. Her abused, exhausted body was slack and lifeless. An abandoned shell. Bridget whimpered, then stifled the sound behind compressed lips. Her mother was with the one light now, was free of pain and persecution. The only reason to weep was for herself. She kissed the bruised, hollow cheek and gently removed a silver amulet from around her mother's neck, hanging it around her own where it clinked softly against an identical token. An incised design of a 6-pointed star, within each a dove rose out of a chalice. At the cave entrance, she heard masculine voices raised against the storm. One was rich, deep, and confident. The other, lighter voice, bore the exotic tones of outre-mer. Soaked to the skin, the two men stooped low under the overhang at the cave entrance and entered within. Their conversation ceased as their eyes fell upon Bridget. Her Uncle Chrétien sucked in his breath as his gaze went from her to the still form by the fire. "May she walk in the light," he said compassionately. "She had a perfect spirit." His smaller, grey-bearded companion approached Magda's body and crouched on his knees. His right hand was badly mutilated, missing 2 fingers and a thumb, the stumps a puckered, angry red. He touched Magda's glossy black braid with his remaining fingers. "She was still so young," he said in a voice that was close to breaking. "They should have taken me instead."